1 2 1 2. Trading is all about experience. It's to feel the adrenaline running through our veins. Like all the things we do that excite us. Whatever world we come from or live in, there are people that are born to succeed. They're called special, to hustle every day for an opportunity of a lifetime. Looking for the challenge to shape our future is something that's in our DNA. A privilege just available for a few. Traders, we see things differently, paying attention to every small detail that would maybe go unnoticed by the
Hello,
common
Thomas.
eye.
Hello, Yanad.
On or by the edge
How are
is
you?
our playground,
Very good. How are you?
with
I'm
a
okay.
constant strive for glory, seeking for a new tomorrow. Do you feel special? Take back control of your investments.
All right. So welcome back, everyone. Today is 14th of November, Thursday. Almost Friday. Good news. So today we have PPI and jobless claims. Quick look on the live positions. So I have 1, 2, 3 runners on gold. Opened, last week, this week, and yesterday. All of them. I think the highest is running around over 2,000 pips, which is just ridiculous. And so far, gold is now back into a period where it reacts perfectly to macroeconomic data. So my strength is in macroeconomic and economic analysis, which is good. And for a few months, gold was really ignoring the economic data because there were some more important geopolitical factors very in play. But luckily, now gold is back into the era of macroeconomic trading. Oh, for fuck's sake. So, today we have PPI and we have jobless claims. And with the members, we have already analyzed majority of the outcomes. So it is a probability-based trading. And I'm trying to give you the same level of information, the same level of analysis. I haven't entered into any trades this morning, so there was no front-running position yet. And maybe I'm going to enter into a front-running position before the news, but I'm going to explain why I would rather wait instead of doing a front-running position. Yesterday, I had a front-running position which ended up in a stop loss hit, but then as soon as the market data was out, or the economic data was out, I entered into another 2 positions, actually 3 positions. All of them were sells, and they worked out perfectly. It gained over 630 pips, as you see on the screen. All right, so do you guys have any question before I dive into the macroeconomic analysis?
No.
All right. So we have PPI and jobless claims today at 2:30. Let me just put some music on.
What up, Tomas?
Hey, bro. Okay, so today we have PPI and jobless claims, and as you can see on the chart, I already started marking up for the members. We did the analysis in the morning briefing, during the morning briefings. Nothing has changed. Everything stayed the same because the data is not out yet. Yes, market moves, but the data is not out yet. And according to my analysis and to my view on the market, if we have a higher PPI reading today, then gold is going to move up a little higher. Now, in order for gold to move back above 2600, we need significantly higher, lower PPI number and significantly higher jobless claims. For this to happen, it may or may not happen on the jobless claims side because, you know, we have had the hurricane-caused job losses. And if you remember, the last NFP was ridiculously low. So we might going to see a significantly higher jobless claims today. On the PPI side, I doubt that we're going to have a significantly lower PPI, but we will see. So in order for gold to move up back above 2600, we need a lower PPI and we need a significantly higher jobless claims. On the other hand, on the contrary, if we have a significantly higher PPI and significantly lower jobless claims, then gold is going to continue this bearish movement to the downside, and price can easily dip down below or go below 2500. So according to my analysis, what I'm waiting for today is a similar kind of reaction as yesterday: buy the news and sell the fact. I'm going to type it out for those of you who just joined the stream. You have better understanding, but let me know if you guys understand what's written on the chart. And if you need any extra confirmation, feel free to ask.
But if it's gonna be mixed,
then we have better chances for the buy the news and sell the fact type of scenario. Now, if we go into the road of mixed data, then we have higher probability that it's going to be a buy the news and sell the fact type of scenario. Hey, Angelo FX is on YouTube.
Wouldn't they put more emphasis on the jobless?
Since we had, yeah, it would have been true before Trump got elected, but now that Trump has been elected, you know, the attention of the Federal Reserve is now back into both things, both of the
his new appointments. All his new appointments are like outlandish in terms of what the establishment is used to.
Yeah. So prior to Trump's election, the Federal Reserve specifically highlighted that now they're not going to monitor too much the price stability side, i.e. inflation. They're going to turn their attention to full employment and any labor market data or job market data such as, you know, NFP, ADP, JOLTS, jobless claims, unemployment rate, you know, these kind of things which are related to jobs and labor. They're going to turn their attention to these kind of data. But now that Trump is back into office and everything he's trying to implement, all the promises that he said are truly inflationary. And Jay Powell, during his last speech or talk or conference call, he specifically highlighted that Trump equals inflation. So now they have the job to, oh shit, we thought that inflation is out of the way, but here we go, Trump is back, inflation will be back again. So this is why I think that it's important to keep our eyes on everything. Just as when you're driving a car, you look at every single mirror, make sure that you're not running into anyone. And those of you who would like to join the Alpha FX community, I'm sending the discount link. I'm gonna keep this discount link till the end of the year. You can join the Alpha community for £299, and I pinned the message in the YouTube chat. And also I wanted to show you guys something. Yes, got it. So when we have data heavy days or when the market is uncertain, it's better to lose money which is not yours. So the number one priority of every trader is to protect your capital. One way to do so is to capitalize on the 50% deposit bonus offered by ForexC. No strings attached. You can try them out. The worst case scenario is you're going to deposit and then withdraw your money. That's it. But you can trade that $1,000 that they give you if you deposit $2,000. So have a look. Again, the link is in the YouTube chat or below the video. Now moving back, I can see that we have multiple resistance levels on gold, such as 25.88, which is the daily pivot right here. This would be my ideal target for a buy the news and sell the effect type of scenario. Higher than that, we have other resistance levels at 26.60. So that is about 900 pips away. And if price to target this area right here, which lines up with the general bearish downward trend, we need to see significantly lower PPI and significantly higher jobless claims. On the jobless claims side, I could imagine that we could have significantly higher jobless claims because of the effects of the hurricane that was last month or a few weeks ago in the US is going to crystallize now in the US in terms of jobless claims. But my view on gold, and this is my sole individual view on gold. This is not financial advice or investment advice. This is what I see in the market and the probability, and this is what I'm going to trade. And it doesn't mean that you have to follow me. But my view on the market today is that yes, we could have another spike up, let's say 100-200 pips, but we have a resistance level right here, which would be perfect for buy the news and then sell the fact. And this is what I'm waiting for. Price to come up, 50, 100, 150 pips, just below the daily pivot, and then continue its way down below 2500. And I will be back in a second.
It's pretty wild music.
Nice to see you here, Brad. How you keeping, bro?
This is some wild music, man.
So Emmanuel on YouTube is asking whether to buy or sell. Well, I think it's going to be both. So as you can see on the screen, I don't have any front-running position. These positions were opened last week and twice this week. What I'm waiting for on gold is to come up a little bit higher if you have mixed data. then we could have a buy the news and sell the effect type of scenario, exactly the same as yesterday. And we have perfect resistance level at the daily pivot, which lines up with previous support. In order for this, we need mixed data, and many people are afraid of mixed data. I hate mixed data, but sometimes mixed data is good. And my bias today is buy the news and sell the fact. So yeah, or immediately sell. But generally speaking, I'm bearish on gold, but we could have a buy the news and sell the fact type of scenario.
Tomas, your music is wild today, bro.
It's Nashville Pools.
Dude, it's like a mixture between some Chinese folk music and some country American. It's...
Let me change the music for you.
Thank you, dude. I couldn't get into the mood, man.
Minimal techno? How about that? Or some Japanese classical?
Hey, look. I don't mind what the group does, but bass lines are fine for me, thanks.
Hard trap, boom bap, Detroit trap, psychedelic rock. Jesus.
Whoa. And is elevator music an option?
We have 11 minutes to go. Experimental hip hop. Good lord.
It's been going since the 80s. What could they experiment with?
Deep house, that's it.
Hey Thomas, hello everybody.
Hello Yaro, how you doing?
I'm doing fine, and you?
Very good, thank you so much for asking. What are your thoughts for NAS for the day? This is my first time here. I'm looking for a bit of pullback to buy up till 250. Yes, so we did analyze NAS in the morning. So those of you who just join the stream, every day, well, not every day, but when there is some happening, I do morning briefing, which is uploaded to the website. So it's a live morning briefing for the members. It's a live Zoom meeting where I explain, everything on the market. So you can see that the last morning briefing was today, 24th of November. And I do the same kind of analysis where I go through, top down. So macroeconomics, fundamentals, market sentiment, and then going to talk about the technicals, because I love technical analysis, but I mostly use to find entries and exits. And my view on Nasdaq is similar to dollar. So if you look at the equities, you can see that the equities have outperformed almost every asset classes. I mean, Nasdaq is up 28% for the year. If you look at the dollar, let me just find it. If you look at the dollar performance is extremely good. If you look how strong it is to the major currencies, against the Japanese yen, it's 10% gain on the dollar. Against the euro, it's almost 5%. So it's performing really well. And this is the Trump effect. Since President Trump have been elected, the dollar is performing well. The Nasdaq is all the indices in the US are performing extremely well. I do recommend Coifin, which is a very good website. It's free to use, so I'm not affiliated with them. It's free to use, and you can have a better understanding of the macroeconomics of the bigger picture. So you can see that the dollar is rallying, stocks are rallying, but, and here's the but. So this rally on dollar can continue higher and higher, but the problem with this is that once it reaches a point, it's going to hurt the profitability of companies. If you look at the S&P 500 or Dow Jones or Nasdaq, most of the companies have their operating revenue mostly outside of the US. I mean, a big chunk. And when it comes to reporting, they can decide to keep the money in the foreign exchange currency where they get the operating profit, But in most of the time, they have to bring it home. They have to exchange it to dollar. And when it comes to a strong dollar, that's hurting the P&L or the revenue of, or the profit, sorry, not revenue, the profit of companies. Because if they exchange the foreign currency of euro, Japanese yen, whatever, to dollar, they're going to lose out. I mean, just looking at how strong the dollar this year, you can see that, for example, if they exchange the profit, the revenue, from euro to dollar, they already lost 5% this year. Japanese yen minus 10%, and you know, the exchange fee, etc., etc. So my view on Nasdaq is clearly bullish. So I entered into a long position today, this morning, during the morning briefing. So this is the position I entered with the team this morning, and it's running in 38 pips. It's not much, but we only entered it this morning and New York hasn't opened yet. So I'm bullish on Nasdaq, but I definitely see upside limitations. And if you want to enter, this is not financial advice, but you know, I explained the fundamentals. I explained the macroeconomics behind my bullishness on Nasdaq, and the technicals showing, and this is where I bring in the technicals, this beautiful bull flag pattern. And price is just above the daily pivot, just above the daily pivot. So what I'm expecting on Nasdaq, hi Shamin, what I'm expecting on Nasdaq is the breakout from this, let me just go back, sorry. The breakout from this bull flag and continuation higher, but I wouldn't dare to analyze or give any profit targets above 21,500 because of the limitations of the strong dollar and the higher yields which are coming on the Trump era. So yeah, that's my view on Nasdaq, and I think entering now even that is reasonable. No, I haven't front run any positions on gold. Yep, AB Mike, welcome to the team. Meta Bashkar is asking upside or downside today. I'm waiting for more downside, but I'm expecting mixed data. So I'm looking for sells at resistance levels. So I wouldn't enter into a sell right now.
I mean, yesterday was that massive spike up, right?
There was only like a 50 pips, so that wasn't too big. And guys, please hit the like button on YouTube so I can continue. Moneybag euro is hitting hard because German economy is bad to worst. Yeah, it's very bad what's happening in Germany.
DAX been pushing up all day.
Mike, if you would like to join the Alpha community, you can go to alphafx.eu and you can read about me, or you can look up the pin messages in the YouTube chat, and there is a discount link for people to join. And we have 3 minutes until data. And so 25.88. $6K funding in 8K drawdown. If you funded 600K, you 8K drawdown. Yeah, it's not too good, but you will be fine, brother. So those of you who joined the stream, I'm waiting for a buy the news, sell the fact type of scenario. In order for gold to go significantly higher, we need very, very low PPI and significantly higher jobless claims. In order for gold to continue south, what we need is lower jobless claims and higher PPI number. But I'm expecting a mixed data. Now, please excuse me, but it's difficult to give a accurate forecast what the number is going to be, the data, because we had the hurricane last month, and that messes up everything in terms of jobless claims mostly. We're 1 minute 40 seconds. I'm not entering into any sales now. I'm waiting for price to do the same thing as yesterday. A bit of spike up, buy the news and a sell effect. 1 minute 30 seconds to go. One minute. What I'm expecting is buy the news and sell effect. Remember that, keep your eye on the data. We need significantly lower jobless claims and higher PPI for gold to continue south. 40 seconds to go. No front running positions yet. Waiting for the data. On Nasdaq, I'm long. I entered into a long position. 30 seconds to go. $20 seconds to go. In the app, sell or buy, read the chart. And we have 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And data should be out. Looking at the data, PPI is higher. So gold, yep, significantly higher. So what I'm going to do,
jobs is lower as well.
Yep.
And initial jobs.
So it's gonna be full sell.
Continuing jobless claims is actually lower. Lower jobless claims.
Initial is also low.
Initial is also lower. Yep, I'm gonna wait a little bit.
It's mixed. A little bit mixed.
I'm entering into a sell.
But it's not lower by a lot, right? It's like 7K or something, right?
Not significantly, but the data lines up with my analysis. So in order for gold to continue lower, we need lower jobless claims and higher PPI. PPI is higher, without a doubt, all of them. And jobless claims is lower than the previous and lower than the forecast. So yeah, based on the analysis that you see on the charts, this is a clear sell for me. So I entered into a, well, it's not front running position, but I entered into preliminary sell. Price may go a little bit higher, but I entered into a sell. Didn't put a stop loss yet because there's no need. I have 3 positions which run in about over £4,000 profit, so I don't need a stop loss yet. But I'm going to set it just to give you a good example. I'm going to set the stop loss wide enough.
Yeah, I haven't seen a big spike, which is interesting compared to yesterday.
Given this data, the real movement might not come until after policy
Yeah, so the first hurdle is going to be New York Open. And hello, Mike. First is going to be New York Open. And then, of course, we have the Powell speech today. Powell, Lagarde, and Governor Bailey. So 3 of the biggest boys in monetary policy.
Yeah.
Big boy. What up?
Yeah, boy. Okay, let me just...
Hello, ladies.
Hello, Don.
How you doing, guys?
I think these speeches are going to have more impact than anything else. It's like, what is the view with this data?
Yeah, but yesterday it was very slow, and after I finished the stream, it just started mounting and hasn't stopped until 640 pips.
That's also very true.
So, yes, enter the sell. The stop loss is a very personal thing, guys, so you need to set your own stop loss. I have 3 positions which give me enough buffer not to set a stop loss, but I did set a stop loss just in case. Yeah, you have to set your own stop loss, so I can't advise, because some people have, you know, very, very big positions, and some people have small positions, so you need to set your stop loss accordingly. How is it going to affect NAS? Well, not good. Not good. I'm still in the buy. I think the AI story and what's happening around the elections, I think it's going to have enough juice and power to shake off the data. On US 30, maybe it's time for a good sell. But on Nasdaq, I'm going to hold them for the buys.
Gold just completely changed its mind here.
It's very early. And remember that we have another sell level at the daily pivot. So maybe price is going to retrace back to the pivot, and then when New York opens or one power starts to speak, then it's going to drop. But based on the economic data which just came out, PPI and jobless claims, so PPI came out higher, jobless claims came out lower, is a clear sell for me. So hence I entered into a sell.
What's today's daily pivot, Thomas? I'm trying, my indicator is not working for some reason.
25.88.
Okay, well, that's quite a big one.
Where's everyone from? Let's have a chat. This gold ain't moving yet.
Hey, Tomasz.
Hey, Aro.
Are we going to trade the speech of Paul today, or?
No.
Okay.
There's no need. I mean, you guys can listen into and you can trade, but for me, it's not relevant. I made money yesterday, so I'm not going to chase the market. Care de Transilvania, ce faci, ma fie? Namibia, Nigeria, Bulgaria, South Africa. Yeah, I'm still on buy on Nasdaq, and I'm sell on gold.
They like this. They like this. Maybe I look down.
Gold is making me happy right now. Not gonna lie.
Oh, are you in a buy again?
Yeah.
Are you in a buy yesterday as well?
Yeah. I got stopped on break even.
Well, one thing that we remember that we learned from gold in the last 2 years, always take some partials, because you never know when the market is going to turn upside down.
Oh, don't worry. I'm taking partials.
It's a very quiet day today. Market is waiting for New York Open. I mean, in the last week or so, all the big volume came during New York, which is normal. But usually when we have US data, we do see some movement and volatility, but not today.
Thomas, do you think the gold bull run is still going on, or is it over?
The what? The gold?
Bull run.
Bear run. Gold bull run. Gold has been selling for a week now.
Yeah, that's what I'm asking. Like, is the high time frame trend changed to bearish?
Yeah. 2,000 pips ago. Quiet day. Let's change the music. What music do you want?
Something energy.
Tomasz, how old are you? Too old. So once again, guys, if you would like to join the AlphaFX community, go to alphafx.eu. Also check out the discount link in the YouTube chat. If you look to your right, there's a chat message pinned at the top. Use that discount link.
100% recommended.
Yeah, thank you very much. Hours engulfing, this was the bottom. It is possible. Anything is possible, brother. Although I'm still on the sell side. There is a big resistance level at 25.88, and I doubt that price is going to go any higher. But of course, it will depend on the speech of Powell, Lagarde, and Bailey, mostly Powell. But for now, price is waiting for the Powell speech, or New York Open first. Is there any Indian on the stream? Yeah, we have many India members, even from Pakistan as well. Is the discount valid tomorrow? Yes. What do you think, guys? Any ideas for today?
Heavily looking, wouldn't say looking forward to it, but I think the interest rates, or at least the speech by the Powell, is going to be a big one. I'm looking at all the Fed speaking right now, like the headlines of what they're talking about and things like this. Like Kugler says, if the job market slows suddenly, gradual rate cuts are appropriate. We must pay attention to both employment and inflation goals. Central bank no, that's not it. There was another one that he mentioned just about the fact that they're wary at the moment, so they're going to be very data dependent as usual. You know, Fed speak.
Yeah. Data-driven decision making. We heard that a few times.
If I look at the 10-year, the market does not believe that we're going to be getting less inflation. It thinks we're going to be getting more inflation. So it's rising again, the 10-year.
Which is bearish or bullish for gold?
I would say that's bearish for gold.
Very bearish.
Yeah, safer place to get more return on your money.
There's a question from Ali T. Tomasz, when did you start Forex? I really need to think about this, but that was 12 or 14 years ago. I think 12 years ago. Fuck. It's a long time. Yeah, market is absolutely flat right now. Everyone is waiting for the Powell speech. Or the market is waiting for the Powell speech, but I think the market is waiting for New York Open first. And we saw the data which just came out, PPI and jobless claims, and both of them were quite inflationary. So we had lower jobless claims and we have higher PPI. Now PPI is another inflation indicator such as CPI, but as opposed to CPI, PPI is a leading inflation indicator and not a lagging indicator, because producer price index, so the producers are the beginning of the supply chain, consumers are at the very end. So there's a difference between PPI and CPI. And because we have had higher PPI, then we can expect a little bit of inflation, or could expect some inflation down the line in a few months. And this is why my analysis, if you look at the chart, high PPI, low jobless claims equals inflation, and that is bearish for gold, very bearish for gold. If you have any questions, feel free to ask while I'm here. Emmanuel, are you going to be live till Power speech? No, there's no need for me to stay up. I'm not chasing the market. We made money on Monday. We haven't made money on Tuesday. We made money yesterday. Today is another quiet day, but you know, if I stay in the positions, the worst thing can happen is, you know, just close down in profit.
So while we are waiting, Thomas, just for everyone here, I mean, your style of trading, and I love this because I've got it written like next to me, is always looking at the fundamentals, then the sentiment, and then looking at the technical aspects of the trade, right? And that's how you're working out your positioning. Hence why you got such great trades over the past couple of weeks.
Yes. So there are times when technical analysis works much better is superior to fundamentals. But if you ask any professional trader, I mean, who works in hedge funds, banks, who does it at a professional level, then they're going to say exactly the same thing. They're going to say exactly the same thing that, personal experience. Every bank and hedge fund that I used to work for, we have had no meeting started with technical analysis. Every meeting started with the big picture. All the traders and all the analysts and all the sales guys were in a room. We get the analysis from, you know, the analysts and the macro research team, and they explain like, this is what we expect in the dollar, currencies, countries, whatever, you name it. And we saw the path. We saw that, okay, so this is where the global economy is going with each individual country. So the dollar is strengthening right now. Indices are going up in the US, but Trump is very inflationary. So, and then you can go down one level and start look at individual, you know, asset classes, and then the assets. So, and then you move down to the fundamentals, and then only then, once you have the path, once you have the goal, I look for entry on based on technical analysis and exit as well.
Beautiful. Thank you.
And yes, I'm slightly bullish on Nasdaq. So I'm targeting the previous all-time high, or the last all-time high, which was made this week. I'm in a long position, as you can see on the chart. That is my long position. On gold, I'm bearish on gold. It may come up a little bit higher, as I showed you on the chart. So if I zoom in, you can see that we have a sell level at the daily pivot. Yes, price may continue a little bit higher prior to New York Open and prior to the Powell speech. We will see what's going to happen. Fares, hi Thomas, if you're 10 years younger and have to choose to study towards a certificate that would help you join the Forex industry, banking risk, a good organization, a good income, what would you focus on? In most banks you need university degree, you need university education, but you don't need that to be a good trader, but you need Well, you need understanding of the markets and how currency markets and economics work. You don't need a university to learn all of that. Maybe CFA and CISI. Those are the two highest, the most reputable qualifications you can get right now as we speak. CFA and Chartered Institute of Securities and Investments. So I do have CISI, quite a few on my wall, because I did the capital markets program. I haven't finished my CFA because it's very time consuming, and once you're in a job, I had to choose. I was already in a cushy hedge fund job, and then I got multiple offers from banks, and I moved into banking and finance, and there was no motivation to finish the CFA, so I kind of like stopped, because if I got it, my salary wouldn't gone any higher, so there was no point to spend hundreds of hours. Any comment on USD Japanese yen? Yes, USD Japanese yen is certainly going to continue significantly higher. Let me just pull out the chart.
I was reading this morning about we're at the levels of the intervention, the last Japanese intervention.
We're far away from that. There was I think it was 180 Japanese yen per dollar. This was drawn on Monday. My view on USD Japanese yen and price did follow, already moved up 300 pips, and I think there is no stopping for USD Japanese yen to 160. Yeah, so we have 400 pips easy. If you go long, set a wide stop loss and you should be fine.
Hey Thomas, how are you?
Very good, thank you.
Good. I was just wondering, it was CFA, and what was the other one called?
Chartered Institute for Securities and Investment, CISI.
Perfect, thank you. Is it worthwhile? I've got a uni degree, but is it worthwhile investing in a course like that if I'm wanting to go into a finance role?
Yes, because CISI, are you in the UK?
Yeah.
100%. The good thing about CISI, you can do it in building blocks. So you can go for the whole capital markets program, but you can do it in exam by exam. So the first you're going to do like a code of conduct or some shitty introductory online thing, and then you can do, God, I can't remember that. I think there was UK regulation, and then securities, and a few other portfolio management. If you want to get into banking and finance, definitely it's going to help you. It's going to boost your appeal to employers, 100%.
Okay.
And the other thing,
would
if you want to
suggest that more? Sorry, after you.
Yeah, go for CISI. In the UK, it's well regarded. It's regarded all around the world, but it's FCA approved. So if you want to be a trader, you must have more qualifications, because uni degree isn't going to cut it. It's not enough.
Okay, and would you suggest that more than going and doing a master's?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Because
they
going
to look better than an economics master's, for example.
If you want specifically go into trading and finance, so anything markets related, whether it's global markets or markets, those are the big departments where they have the trading desks, where they have the dealing desks, where they have the sales desks. And if you want to go into that direction, or analysis, or anything related to markets and trading, they even going to send you to study CISI.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah. This is it, if you look on the screen. Chartered Institute for Securities and Investment, and if you go to qualifications and assessment, and you go to capital markets and corporate finance, and you want to look at the capital markets.
And is it just, I'm assuming it's just like an online course that you can buy?
So you get a book. It's,
Okay.
I think, hold on. This is the securities. This is the securities book, CISI, Chartered Institute for Securities and Investment. That is about 300 pages long. This is one exam, and you get to do 6 of these.
Okay. Okay, brilliant. Thank you.
And it's much cheaper than CFA. And you can do it at your own pace. So you can choose the exam date. And also, if you go on YouTube, not YouTube, eBay, you can buy these used books. So first, I would say don't pay, because once you pay, you have to select your exam date. Or maybe you pay and then you select the exam date. Yeah. But I would go and buy some used books and read it through first.
Okay. And are the exams online, or do you go into like an exam hall in London?
Exam center. Yeah, you have to go into bank. I think there are different exam centers. The one which was closer to my work office, because I used to work in bank, it was in bank, an exam center. And it's not online. You can't do it online.
Okay. Okay, thank you. I really appreciate that.
You're welcome. And also, if you want to get into trading and finance, try to find a headhunter in bank. Go for a walk. Look for recruitment agencies. I can give you a few names. And just get in touch with them and tell them you're interested to get into the industry. They're always looking for people. Do not get into back office or middle office if you want a trading related job, and they can help you much faster to get into the industry than applying on websites of banks.
Okay, brilliant, thank you. Yeah, can I message you separately after the Zoom call for the names of the...
Yep, I'm happy to help.
Brilliant, thank you so much.
Or if you speak to, is Andrew here, Andrew Grillo. He is pretty much the same age as you, maybe a little bit older. But he just doing his masters or finished his masters, but he's in a similar industry, so banking and finance, or want to get into. He did internships as well.
Yeah, no, I just finished uni, but I don't have that much on my CV. I need to sort of build it up a bit, I think.
What was your qualification?
Business and marketing. So my dad does marketing, so I was that he could help me, and then halfway through, I started reading like more economic books and stuff, and I found that a lot more interesting. But it was too late to swap my degree.
Yeah. If you, maybe it's worth doing a master's because it's only a year. And it's going to look better on the CV, because business and marketing isn't going to get you into the industry too much unless you have, real passion and motivation, which is doing a CISI, for example.
Okay. Yeah, I guess it looks like I'm sort of taking initiative by doing something like that.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you. I really appreciate that.
You're welcome. Okay, I'm gonna go on a tactical break. Back in a minute. change in the markets?
It's starting to drop a bit.
Oh yeah. We have 25 minutes until New York Open, so I'm going to wait and stay with you guys.
Thomas, I'm going to ask you a very basic question. I was reading an article about trading, and there was lots of mention about the fact that depth of market and order flow is more important than raw price action. What are your views on that? Is that a fair statement?
Yeah, many people using depth of market, especially when. Have you seen an open outcry trading pit? I'm pretty sure you've seen it in movies.
The LME or something? No, I've never seen that. No.
So, but you've seen in movies when people shouting to each other like buy, sell, buy, sell. In that environment, there were many successful traders because they could read the market sentiment. They could read the depth. Okay, everyone is bullish or bearish, and they see the order flow, like how much they're buying or selling. Once that closed and everything went into electronic, those people had really difficult time. But if they have a good access to depth of market, like in MetaTrader, you have some similar thing too, but I don't really use it. They see, the buys and sells. So it's an order book, and they can see, okay, you need to understand what is an order matching in electronic trading and how our orders are executed. And then you're able to read depth of market. But in equities trading, depth of market, for example, doesn't really work because you have dark pools where it's almost impossible to see the order executed only the day after.
So is it more applicable to like a futures market then?
I think in all market, if you have good quality data.
Hello everyone.
Hello, Tarek.
How are you?
Very good, thank you. It's a very quiet day today.
Hello guys, szia Tamás.
Szia Gergő.
Just one quick question, Tamás.
Yes, please.
What are you thinking about using the book map to see market liquidity?
Yeah, you can do so. But it depends on, what broker you're using. how many liquidity providers they're using. Whether is a good liquidity provider or a pretty shitty one. Like when I used Bookmax and order books on the trading desk when I was a professional trader, because we had access to prime brokers, not Forex, not IC markets, prime brokers like Morgan Stanley, who was a prime broker, and their data source was more reliable than any other broker. So I use them, but since I'm trading on my own, I don't use it.
Yes, so you are seeing the liquidity providers order book.
This is what I can't confirm or not, because I don't know. I don't know enough about what you can see in MetaTrader, for example.
In a CFD broker, you can only see the depth of market with limit orders.
I don't know. I need to speak to Andre about this, because or someone technical, because TradingView for me is not something I would really trust, the data that I get from there. But this is my personal view and opinion.
Yes, totally agree with you. I'm also viewing the futures chart of the gold. So, and I'm comparing to my brokers, you know.
Yeah, well, the future isn't going to be the same as the spot market, so it's two different markets.
Yes, yes.
The best thing to do would be to buy the data feed from the Nasdaq or something like that, or from the Chicago Board of Exchange, or you can get that through TradingView.
Yes, I know.
But it's a hell of a mission.
And it costs a lot.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. There's channels that stream Bookmap live. It's nice to watch and everything else like that, but I don't know how I would personally trade it.
Also, Tamás, you showed Koifin, which is a very powerful tool, but there is another one which I'm using. That's the Prime Market Terminal, if you heard about it.
No, haven't tried that one.
I will drop the link.
Thank you. Eddie on YouTube, Alpha, can you touch on the contrast on CPI and PPI prices increasing, and yet it's termed as good for the currency, and reality increases in prices to the end consumer who may say economy is not well. So if CPI and PPI is increasing, which it did today, so PPI was actually higher today, it is good for the currency. And the reason why it's good for the currency, because at this inflation environment, when we were just out of one of the highest inflation period in the last 50 years, the fear of inflation is back in play. So if traders, investors, and central bank fear of inflation, then once we have a high inflation reading, such as the PPI today, it's going to be good for the dollar. And the reason for that is because the more the Federal Reserve or central bank is afraid of inflation, the more they're going to raise interest rate or hold interest rate higher for longer. And remember that interest rate right now is 4.5 to 4.75. The federal funds rate is, and they can decide, okay, we're going to hold interest rate higher for longer because we just had a higher PPI reading, and not just one, but the previous one and the previous one. And this is why it's good for the currency, because if they have hold interest rates higher for longer, that means guaranteed fixed income yield for traders and investors who have access to, government bonds and securities.
Well, I hope Power gonna today say no guts anymore.
Jonathan Felipe, my impression on Nasdaq created a Wyckoff distribution structure and 1 hour team has liquidity trend line to be captured. Yeah, it's very much possible. Wyckoff is a powerful methodology. If it makes money, continue doing it. That's why I say. Who's selling, who's buying?
I'm waiting.
We are 12 minutes until New York Open.
Yeah, I'm waiting for the open too.
Okay, now I'm going to close down that buy. Sorry, I'm going to close down that sell. Booking a loss of 1200, and plan A is back into play, which means I'm waiting for this price level to reach first, and then I'm going to sell, because clearly the market is waiting for New York Open and then the Powell speech. We have 11 minutes.
You're waiting for it to reach which level, Thomas?
So the sell level is at 2588, 2590 area.
Right. Yeah, if it hits that level and then comes down, that'd be great. Great, I'll take it too.
Can you repeat that, please, Mike?
If we reach that level, if we reach 2580, and the setup is for a sell, I'm going to take that trade too.
Yeah, I was a bit premature to jump in. Oh, very slow day.
Nine more minutes to the open. Yeah, I told you I arrived in Europe yesterday.
How was your trip?
Well, my flight on Monday night got canceled, so I didn't fly out of New York until Tuesday night. And I got here yesterday morning, did a few things that I needed to do here in town. I went to sleep at about 8 p.m. and I woke up at 2 p.m. just before I jumped on the stream. I was so tired.
I can imagine. Jet lag?
Yeah, and I think I've just been, I've been running it too hard the last couple of weeks, not getting enough sleep, and my body just said, time to go to sleep. Don't wake up.
Yep. Yeah. You need a break sometimes.
Yeah.
Very slow day today. Hopefully, New York Open in 8 minutes is going to bring us some volatility and volume. Five minutes to New York Open.
Oh wow, it's going well. Nice.
Yep, Yarrow is winning. Hope you swimming in good profit, brother. You deserve it.
I'm gonna take some partials right now. I'm not going to play with this.
Jero, tell us, where did you enter?
I posted in the channel, but I entered from 25, 39, 38.
25 where?
25, 39.
Oh, okay. So like 28. Price hasn't even dropped that low.
$25.39 is like the bottom of the wick. Crazy entry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
Crazy
man,
motherfucker.
what an entry, dude. Dead.
Sniper.
Yeah.
Yes, it's 250 pips already.
Since the whole 3 days. Wait, what day do that? Now, in the last 2 days, I was trying to catch the move, this move.
The perfect entry, right?
Yeah.
Gold's moving so much, these distances just don't look big, and then you measure them, you're like, Jesus.
200 pips, boom.
It's nuts.
That's why everyone loves gold.
It's like I'm waiting for a pullback, and you're like, a pullback? Dude, it's like 150 pips. It's not a pullback.
Right, some days you just feel like this thing running away, and it never comes
Can't catch
back.
the mofo. Yeah. Just can't catch the mofo. In South Africa, we'd call that a poos.
A puss. So you chasing a pussy?
No. It kind of means
And
that,
you
but it also
can't
means
catch it.
it means a whole bunch of things. But mofo is loosely the description I'd use for now to say puss. It just went away from me.
Pussy. Why is it puss?
Come here, kitty.
Hey, it's an awesome word. Versatile.
Why is that on my live stream my chart looks very grayish, very no color, no live, but on my screen it's full of colors, it's very lively, but on my
So new
live
fancy screen you have, buddy.
OBS settings, dude.
what should I what do I need to change?
I'll have a look quick, give me a second.
Because the output is 4K.
$30 seconds to the open. Let's see.
How do you change your style from your MT5?
Right click, then you go to properties, then you go to colors.
I mean the whole MT5. It looks different than mine.
No, it's the 4XC one, and we have 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1, and New York is now officially open. Okay, Nasdaq buy. Come on, let's make some money, guys. Wakey. Nasdaq started pushing higher, entering another 5 lot. Going back to gold. Selling that bitch. Boom. Nasdaq is running in 37 and 8 pips of profit. Oh yeah. And as promised, I did wait the New York Open with you guys and now set the positions. So it's really up to the market which direction it's going to head. We've been streaming for 2 hours now. I'm going to call it a day, spend some time with my son. Tomorrow is retail sales data. And hopefully I will be back from my business meeting at 2 o'clock so we can live trade. But I can't promise. We had quite a few live tradings this week. We managed to catch over 2,000 pips on gold this week alone. So fantastic week, wonderful week. Thank you so much. I'm going to call it a day and let's see where the market is heading. Stay safe.
All right.
Thank you so much. Have a nice evening.
Goodbye.
Bye bye.
Thank you.
Hopefully see you tomorrow.
Thank you for your advice as well.
Bye. So, one final look on the positions, entered into Nas long and sell on gold. If you guys would like to join the Alpha FX community, go to the website. You can read more about my offerings, what I do, live trading, live morning briefing every day, the kind of things. And also the discount link is in the YouTube chat. So look to your right, there's a discount link. Or if you're not following me on Telegram, go below the video in the description, find the Telegram link and join Telegram. I do post quite a few wisdom and information about the markets every single day. For now, thank you so much. I hope you enjoyed this boring market and hopefully we're going to have some more luck tomorrow. This is the Alpha FX.